Glenda, we've discussed several important issues today related to advanced care planning. And you've indicated that you're a person who likes to be in control and have time to make decisions that may impact your life. One of the decisions you may be asked to make is related to whether you want attempts made to restart your heart or breathing if it suddenly stops. It's important to learn more about CPR so you can make a decision that fits your goals and values. So I have a few questions for you. What do you understand about CPR, Glenda?
I've gone to several CPR trainings in the past, and I know it is to restart my heart if it stops in my breathing.
You're correct. CPR really makes attempts to restart your heart and breathing. What has your doctor told you about CPR?
Well, we really haven't talked about it much, but he did bring it up last year when I had gallbladder surgery. I thought that was kind of odd.
What did you think was odd about it?
Why would they even ask me that question? Of course I want CPR. Why wouldn't I want to keep on living?
You know, that's a really important question. CPR is a treatment that's automatically initiated if your wishes are not known. If we don't ask people what they want, we assume they want CPR. It's one of the reasons that we're all talking about it today. What do you know about the success rate of CPR?
Well, I assume that it works most of the time. Otherwise, why are there so many people trained?
You know, it is true that CPR works for some people, but it doesn't work as well for others. CPR is not as successful as most people think. Would you like to learn more?
Yeah, of course.
It seems like CPR always works on television.
Yes, on TV it often works, and that's one of the reasons we're all here today to learn more. I have a booklet that I'm going to provide to you, which shares some basic information about the benefits and burdens of CPR, and you'll be able to take this home and review it as needed.
Okay.
I'm going to skip down to the section entitled The Success of CPR. And by success, we mean living through CPR and being able to leave the hospital. Of those who receive CPR in the hospital, up to 22%, or 22 out of 100 individuals, will leave the hospital. And if you're older, weak, or living in a nursing home, CPR works 2% of the time. I know this is a lot of information. Can you tell me now what you understand about the success of CPR, or what questions you may have?
Well, the chance of it working is less than what we see on TV, but 22% is not bad, right? Wouldn't you take those odds if you were me?
It's certainly understandable why any person in good health, or even with a condition such as yours, would consider CPR. There are also some possible complications of CPR that I want you to understand. These are especially important since you have expressed to me a goal of being as independent as possible. If you receive CPR outside of the hospital, it does require transfer to a hospital to receive ventilator or breathing support and care in an ICU. Some individuals may have a decline in mental function.
I don't like the sounds of those complications. I told you earlier that I would not want to continue medical treatment if I didn't know who I was.
I understand. What outcomes would you expect if CPR was started?
Well, of course, I would like to be one of those people that survive. And I would like to be given the chance to continue living, but I would not want to live if I'm not like I am today, and I certainly don't want to be a vegetable like we discussed before.
You know, this is an important connection that you've just made today, and it's really helpful for Tim to hear this. So let me summarize if I can. You would want to try CPR at this time in your life. However, if you recovered and it was determined that you would be a vegetable, that to you means not knowing who you are or who you were with, like we discussed in the Imagine This scenario, you would want medical treatment to be stopped or withdrawn.
Yes, that's right. I would want to be given the chance to continue to live, but don't want my life prolonged if I will never be me again.
Tim, you've heard Glenda say that she would want CPR, but if the outcome was that she did not know who she was or who she was with, she would want life-sustaining treatment stopped.
So if Glenda has side effects from the CPR, I would make the decision to stop the medical treatment?
No, you wouldn't actually be the person to stop medical treatment. This would be done by those taking care of Glenda based on the direction that she would put in her advance directive. Everyone, though, including you, would be following her preferences. Would you be able to honor this decision?
Well, after having this discussion with you today, I believe I could honor Glenda's wishes.
Okay. Do either of you have any fears or concerns concerning this decision?
I wonder what my doctor would say about my chances for CPR. He did say that I was doing great.
You know, that would be a great question to ask your physician, and I'm going to write it down for you so you can remember to talk to him about this. Any other fears or concerns?
No.